If you haven't watched the video yesterday that went viral, claiming that if he doesn't continue to receive funding, that is going to go ahead and go into these Baltic NATO countries and it's going to start World War III. First of all, it's false. I believe that he's fear-mongering for more money to fund his war. But I want to remind people that Russia went into Crimea in 2014. No one said anything. It was not all of a sudden this threat and active war. So I want to be clear about something. This is a foreign entity, a president, that's basically stating that the United States will have to send our sons and daughters to die for his war that we haven't even voted on as a Congress. At what point do we as a Congress come together and say we are no longer going to send funding? This is going to be considered, and some countries would already consider it, an act of aggression if we continue to do what we're doing with Ukraine. This, guys, you never want to follow someone blindly that's making calls for war, man or woman. It's not a good sign. And this right now is something that we need to pull back from immediately.
Adults, loved ones, get your kids out the military. They about to start another world war, everybody. Yeah, they trying to pop it off. Sal the algorist said, get your kids off the military, friends. The banker's about to start another world war. It might be a sign that you can't really talk about the Sunflower Country, at least without getting demonetized. Some people got their channels nuked, mentioning the Sunflower Country in a way that the overlords didn't want them to. That was probably a sign. Looking back at it, that's probably a sign. It's not, nobody's voted for, they voted for funding, but nobody's voted for it to being our war. Why are we restricting speech as if it's a conflict that we are in the same level on as a Sunflower Country? I don't know if I'm gonna play the video. Actually, I know I'm not gonna play the video because I don't want those problems. I'll just read kind of what happened. I'll put his face up here. I won't play the video, but I'll put his face up here. I think it's important that we see the face of corruption. And I non-affectionately refer to him as Zelly. Zelly says if the Sunflower Country loses this conflict, their enemy country will invade NATO member states. And then he says, the president of the Sunflower Country says, the US will have to send their sons and daughters exactly the same way we are sending our sons and daughters to this conflict. I'm paraphrasing. And they will have to fight because it's NATO and they will be dying. He's referring to your and my sons and daughters. This cross-dressing cokehead, president of another country, and I might have to stop before I get banned. I really might have to the rest of this might have to go to Rumble. I might have to eject from this is one of the rare moments where social media got me heated. And it wasn't social media, it was actually a clip. A president of another country, just like Nina Turner said the other day, fixing his mouth to talk about your sons, daughters, and loved ones dying in a conflict that you don't even know what's about. We haven't even gotten an explanation of what the hell's going on. What are we doing there? What's the goal? What's the limit? And the president of another country is telling you that your loved ones are going to have to be unlived for this conflict. I'm going to move on in all seriousness, before I get banned. Expansion since 1986. A whole live on this. Search the channel for I probably put the real name of the Sunflower Country in the title. Take a look. Since 1986, the NATO alliance. What have we been doing? This peaceful group, this group that's supposed to be peaceful. If you look at it, NATO is in blue. The supposed enemy is in red. And as time goes down, 1990, 91, 92, we are seeing more blue, 94, 95. This is in violation of some agreements, some treaties. NATO gets closer and closer to the supposed enemy. So we, the American people, allow this nonsense to happen under Billy and Bush and all of them. James Baker, also a member of the council that deals with foreign relations, along with the YouTube CEO, promoted the expansion of NATO east, running right up on the border of this supposed enemy. The supposed enemy says, I'm a little uncomfortable, and this comedian, fake president, movie star, actor, snowhead, Beyonce dancing fool is going to tell me that my kids have to go die in some war. You can go F yourself, sir, immediately. I don't want no part of that. You getting on my last nerve. I said in another live, I don't want any problems for anybody. I'm not going to promote any type of conflict that I wouldn't pick up a weapon to be involved with myself, period. But I would be more supporting of conflict with the sunflower country against it than supporting them against Russia. That's for damn sure. Somebody tell him to shut the hell up. He is not making things better. Babylon Bee at least brought some levity to the situation that's desperately needed, and I need to get out of this before I get into trouble. The Babylon Bee headline: to save time, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen gives Zelly key to U.S. Treasury. She did really go to meet him secretly. That is a real thing. So Moneybags went to go meet with him. Might as well just give him the key. Just give him the money. But you know, as that money keeps flowing, the money's not going to be enough. Pretty soon you're going to need bodies. Bodies lining up. All right. I will have my kids. My kids are young, but I will have my kids. They'll have to make their own decisions when they're 18, but they will have to sign up for the draft. That's not an option. You got your little draft papers still, I believe. But I don't want them to have any part of this type of foolishness. Discover the fast way, evade past mistakes, predict problems and skate past the stakes is high. It's like that till you die, so look alive, start moving and make time. Pay dues, pay dues, pay dues.